Ladies and gentlemen, it's main event time here in UCW-Zero. Jeff, are you excited?
Oh, if you're going to have a main event, it's appropriate to do a UCW-Zero heavyweight championship match, and that's what our main event is tonight. And here is the UCW-Zero heavyweight champion, Derrick Jannetty.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Derrick Jannetty, I can't even begin to say enough about this man. When I first came onto the scene, very helpful guy. He was already a veteran, established status, great overall guy, great competitor, great champion.
Derrick Jannetty winning the UCW-Zero heavyweight championship against Tyler Cintron in the summer, and will be defending the title tonight against David the Destroyer, a very competent challenger.
Yeah, David the Destroyer is one of those guys who he started out, he was clay, you know. He was something that we could mold and build, and he put in his time in the ring, and he put in his time in the gym, and look where he is now, you know. All these years later, he's going up against one of the best in our business for the UCW-Zero heavyweight championship, and it's all going to pay off here tonight, because if he can pin Derrick Jannetty, or if he can get Derrick Jannetty to tap out, he's going to have that strap around his waist for the very first time.
And that is no small task. Derrick Jannetty, like you said, a seasoned veteran in UCW-Zero, been wrestling for almost 10 years. He's been here since the start, no doubt about it.
Yeah, you got that right. This company has just come through so much, and it's nights like this that it all just builds up to one great, big, bubbling chemistry. You know, and that's how this is going to go down here, as David the Destroyer has a huge opportunity in front of him, and I hope that he honestly takes advantage.
Yeah, it's a huge opportunity and huge challenge for Derrick Jannetty, his first title defense here in UCW-Zero.
As we see David the Destroyer now, you know what, he's just a guy who just has so much intensity behind him. We say that the Deacon of Doom is a man of a lot of words. Well, you know what, David is the exact opposite. He's not necessarily a man of many words, but you know what, a picture is worth 1,000 words, and take a look at that picture.
Yeah, I like to say David the Destroyer, silent violence, and we will see that silent violence in the center of the ring tonight.
Yeah, silent violence, you definitely got that one right. And I mean, just look at the size difference. I mean, don't get me wrong, Jannetty has got muscles that he's built, but you know what, there's also a little bit of a height advantage for David the Destroyer.
Yeah, and with the height advantage comes a leverage advantage. We'll see how that plays out. An attack from behind by David the Destroyer, and he's not wasting any time throwing Derrick Jannetty with some hard punches there. Oh, into the turnbuckle, into the other turnbuckle, and look at this. David the Destroyer scoops him up with ease, slams him to the mat.
Man, and senior official Jack Trace he doesn't even try to break it up. He just calls for the bell and gets the thing going. And that's exactly what David wanted. He wanted to come out early, he wanted to take advantage, and he wanted to make sure, oh, look at this here.
Catches him on the shoulder, snake eyes, dropping him right on the turnbuckle, and then follows it up with a thunderous clothesline. David the Destroyer rolling. He knows this is a serious matchup.
Yeah, and look at that power. I mean, in no way is Derrick Jannetty just some paper doll to throw around. I mean, there's a lot of strength coming out of David the Destroyer. He's able to actually just pick up Derrick Jannetty like he was nothing. And Derrick Jannetty isn't nothing. Derrick Jannetty is the UCW-Zero heavyweight champion, for crying out loud.
Yeah, no reprieve. David the Destroyer, but a pop-up drop kick. Finally, Derrick Jannetty getting out of the blocks here. And he falls up, oh, a back elbow. Jumps to the top rope. Beautiful cross body. Derrick Jannetty knows he needs to use his agility and his speed to get up on David the Destroyer, and that's exactly what he did.
And that's just beautiful there. Look at this. This is more veteran experience right here. Derrick Jannetty, beautiful, almost.
Can't get him, but oh, he avoids the contact. David the Destroyer lands flat on his posterior. Derrick Jannetty follows it up with the clothesline. Make it two. Shoot off, big reversal. Flying form at Derrick Jannetty. He's got the momentum in the palm of his hand right now.
Oh, it's momentum, and hey, wait a minute. Oh, you gotta be kidding. What is Jayson Bravo doing out here? He's got no reason to be out here. He's just gonna come out and just beat up Derrick Jannetty like that? This is ridiculous. Here we go now.
Oh, Martin Casaus making the save. He's got unfinished business with Jayson Bravo as well. We've talked about it. We've seen Jayson Bravo in action. He is the #1 contender for the UCW-Zero Heavyweight Championship, and trying to jump the gun with an attack from behind on Derrick Jannetty.
Wow. You know, that's just... I think that's an unfortunate way to end our main event here tonight. I mean, it's a disqualification. Derrick Jannetty, you know, I mean, a result of a DQ, still retains the title amount no matter what, but that's just unfortunate.
Yeah, UCW-Zero fans, we want to...
Hey, Derrick's going to say something.
Derrick Jannetty, we talked about it. We wanted a main event, and he's calling for a main event right now. He just made the challenge for a tag match. Will they accept the challenge?
Oh, don't let the show end like this. You can't let the show end like this. We've got 4 of the best talents in this industry all in one ring. I'm ready to go. I'm excited. You guys got to accept this challenge. Come on, bro.
Oh, come on. So Jayson Bravo makes the attack from behind, and then he's asked to compete in the tag team match, and he's not going to do it. It looks like they are going to, looks like they're headed to the back.
Wow. It's just really, it's unfortunate for the folks here.
Disappointing is what it is. I am disappointed.
Oh, you got it exactly right.
But where's Derrick Jannetty and Martin going?
Well, I think the show's done. I think they're gonna wrap things up, and you know that's gonna be I think that's gonna be it, Jeff. So
I think again Derrick Jannetty coming out with Jayson Bravo. Martin Casaus has David the Destroyer. These two have unfinished business, and they're about to finish it here in the UCW arena.
Oh yeah, no, you definitely got that right there, Jeff. And it looks like I don't think this match is quite underway yet. It's nothing official, but we still. And here we got ourselves a match, ladies and gentlemen.
Throws him in the ring. Derrick Jannetty snags a headlock. He looks like Jack Chase just called for the bell. We have a tag match.
Oh, yeah. This is exactly what I like to see. Derrick Jannetty, Jayson Bravo, 2 of our best. Martin Casaus, David the Destroyer. This is going to be a great main event to end the show tonight as Derrick Jannetty goes for a pin. Only able to get a 2 count here.
Derrick Jannetty running full speed with 3 excessive shoulder tackles on Jayson Bravo. Inverted atomic drop, sweeps the leg. Martin Casaus comes off the rope. Beautiful elbow drop.
Now keep in mind, Martin Casaus' ribs are currently taped up because last week in his match against Jayson Bravo, beautiful execution right there, and only able to get a 2 count. But in his match last week against Jayson Bravo used a crowbar after a distraction from David the Destroyer, and that is why Casaus' ribs are taped. And whoa, beautiful drop kick right there from the veteran.
What an athlete this Martin Casaus is, but you mentioned it. We'll see if those ribs play a factor in this matchup. When you take a steel crowbar to the ribs, obviously that's going to be an element that's not gonna cure overnight.
Oh, and here we go. This is where these 2 guys are at their best right there.
Look at the teamwork.
Yeah, you got that right. You know more about UCW title history than I do, as Derrick Jannetty's only able to get a 2 count. Have those 2 ever been tag team champions? They should. They're really good.
They have not, but they have tag teamed on more than one occasion, and we've seen that on episodes of this show. A very good tag team, a lot of cohesiveness. Oh, what a shot in the back, but Derrick Jannetty turns around and lays him out. Oh, but look at that exploder Russian leg sweep by Jayson Bravo.
Yeah, you got that right. Derrick Jannetty is not a guy who's just going to let one shot happen to him without getting a little bit of revenge. You hit him hard, guess what? He's going to hit you harder. As Jayson Bravo right now is still taking advantage. And it looks like now we got a 2-on-1 going on.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to shoot him off. Could be a big tag team maneuver. Double hip toss. They catch him and throw him into almost a power bomb variation. Great move by this tag team. We talked about Derrick Jannetty and Martin Casaus being a cohesive tag team. What about David the Destroyer and Jayson Bravo?
You know what? It's definitely not bad. The only thing that I think, or the only thing that I could see as a weakness between the two is that, you know, Bravo maybe a little bit of an ego. Don't get me wrong. There's definitely walking the walk while talking the talk. But at the same time, you know, Bravo would clearly be the leader out of the two, and you know, David is just more of a muscle.
Yeah, look at that full Nelson. Speaking of muscle, Derrick Jannetty his muscles being wrenched in ways they're not supposed to be wrenched right now. Man, he's got that really cinched in.
Oh, yeah, and you know what? Derrick Jannetty is feeding off the crowd here as he's able to counter.
Looks like he back rolls into a Casaus up, hooks him, snapmares him over. Beautiful maneuver there. Goes for the crossbody. He's caught and drops straight south. What a slam.
Beautiful execution there from David the Destroyer. You look at David the Destroyer from 2-3 years ago, and you look at him now, it's just such a big improvement, and it shows here being in the main event tonight as there is a tag to Jayson Bravo.
Yeah, and what I've seen the big change in David the Destroyer is aggressiveness, and we're seeing that mismatch up. Nice suplex by Jayson Bravo. Derrick Jannetty inching in pain. Good cover there, too. Very sound strategy by Jayson Bravo. A lot of weight on the shoulders. Very important if you're trying to get a victory.
No doubt about that. Jayson Bravo could use the... Oh, man. What a counter there by Derrick Jannetty, who's only going to be able to get a 2 count there. Not quite what he was looking for. Beautiful enziguri.
Yeah, he stuck that perfect right behind the ear. Jayson Bravo looks like he's on Dream Street as Derrick Jannetty needs to make the tag to Martin Casaus. He's been beat up pretty good in the early part of this matchup.
You know, there's a lot of things that people will like about certain wrestlers, charisma, all that other stuff, as we see tags made here. I love Derrick Jannetty's enziguri as Martin Casaus comes in, 2 clotheslines, why not 3? Hey, let's take advantage here. David the Destroyer into the ropes. Looks like a reversal here, and what's David going to go for? Oh, man.
Looks like he caught him and dropped him into a Samoan drop. And this is the first time we're seeing that injured rib cage of Martin Casaus play a factor here, as you saw David the Destroyer's shoulders go right into the rib cage of Martin.
Yeah, those are big, broad shoulders, too. It might as well just be wearing football pads and just full-on hit Casaus right there in the gut. You know, that was just how powerful it was. But imagine being thrown up into the air and then actually landing on them and then being thrown down on your back.
And we're talking about the silence of David the Destroyer, but kind of an intelligent competitor. You see there, he's going right to the rib cage of Martin Casaus. That bandaging might as well be a target.
Yeah, you got a great point there. Why not just paint it red while we're at it?
Yeah, did you see that maneuver? We talked about this tag team cohesiveness. A belly-to-back suplex into a neck breaker. A very innovative maneuver by this first time I've seen these guys tag.
And you know what? You have a good point. Maybe if things don't work out for Jayson Bravo with the #1 contendership, maybe they can go up against the Regulators for the tag team titles. I'm sure the Regulators would welcome it. I mean, after all, Dallas Murdoch knows Jayson Bravo pretty well. But in the meantime, Jayson Bravo still has a huge opportunity against Derrick Jannetty at some point later on, as Martin Casaus looks to take advantage here. And
sunset flip, ducks under. Martin's got a schoolboy. That could be it.
No, only able to get a 2 count there.
Kick out and knee straight to the face of Martin Casaus.
You ever had knees to the face before, Jeff?
Can't say I have.
Yeah, it hurts a lot more than it sounds, so I'll give you that one.
And Martin Casaus trying to pick himself up in the corner. And Jayson Bravo, look at him, shoulders right into that rib cage. Bravo knows what he's going for. You mentioned it, the red target on Martin Casaus' ribs. And these competitors are definitely aiming for that target.
Yeah, you talk about being in a vulnerable place. It's one thing when you have that target, but it's another thing that you're in a corner and there's a big guy like Jayson Bravo who's just putting all of his aggression out on your ribs. And I'm sure that those huge fists of David the Destroyer, he's going to combine those together into a bear hug. And that's just putting every single ounce of strength that he's got into Martin Casaus' ribs.
Well, I liked it. You need to look closely here at where David the Destroyer's hands are placed. Right on that rib cage of Martin Casaus, and every time he sinks it up like an anaconda, it's got to be taking the breath out of Martin. But look at Martin fire back.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of dangerous things happen here, as now he's David the Destroyer putting Martin Casaus into a sleeper, I believe, but it looks like it's not going to be successful. Martin, what a great counter right there, and it looks like both men are down. Both men are going to need to make a tag.
Martin Casaus showing some perseverance and heart dropping him into a belly-to-back suplex when I thought he was over, and Derrick Jannetty wants nothing more than to make the tag right now. He is chopping at the bits. Martin Casaus inching in pain towards his corner, and he makes the tag. Here we go.
I didn't think he was going to. I thought those ribs were going to be too much, but Derrick Jannetty and Jayson Bravo both in the match now. Derrick Jannetty had the advantage. Looks like he's still going to have it here.
Oh, Casadora into a bulldog. Derrick Jannetty driving Jayson Bravo's face into the mat, shoots him into the corner. Big reversal. He goes up and over. Bravo takes the corner. Oh, flying forearm.
And look at this, Derrick Jannetty, motivation, all on his side. The audience is right behind him as well. And look at this beautiful neck breaker, going for a pin here, only able to get a 2 count. I thought it was over.
I think he thought it was over as well, but Jayson Bravo showing his toughness. We saw that on full display against Dallas Murdoch, the #1 contender and the champion. Oh, what a counter. Driving his shoulder into the mat. Great maneuver by Jayson Bravo. Up on him. Ow, what a power slam. That could be it.
1, 2, well, and not even able to do that. It looks like Casaus was able to help with the kick out there.
Yeah, Martin Casaus sensing that Derrick Jannetty is in a very bad way as the chat. It looks like they make the tag to David the Destroyer.
Oh, and now it just becomes a 2-on-1 game here. I don't know how Tracy...
Oh, Jannetty ducks. He just took out his own partner. David the Destroyer over the top rope.
Wow. And that's just that veteran experience that we're talking about. That's 10-plus years right there. They're all there in Derrick Jannetty. You include Martin Casaus in that, we're looking at almost 2 decades.
Jannetty jumps to the outside, grabs both competitors by the head in a meeting of the minds, noggin to noggin.
Yeah, it's a really bad way to combine wrestling IQ, but whatever works for him, I guess.
And it looks like Martin Casaus over the top rope. What a plancha.
Despite the ribs and all, he is still able to fly up and over the top rope, out onto the floor, or in this case, out and over onto Jayson Bravo and David the Destroyer.
What a maneuver by Martin Casaus, showing that athleticism and toughness, and he throws David the Destroyer into Derrick Jannetty. This could be it.
Big things are coming. And you know what they're going to come? They're going to come up, and then they're going to come back down.
Derrick Jannetty poised and ready. Jumps on the corner looking for that 10 punch. And look at him drive the fist right into the back of the head of David the Destroyer as the fans count along.
Of course, the fans are counting for those who can't do it at home, but it's exactly like you said, Jeff. That was a 10. Those were 10 punches straight in a row right there.
Oh, David the Destroyer catches him on the shoulders. Great maneuver here. Jannetty trying to fight his way out. Up, hooks him into a full Nelson. Oh, there's that full Nelson driver. That's got to compress the spine. That could be it. Oh, he barely got his shoulder up.
How big would it be for David the Destroyer to get the pin here? I mean, it's one thing that he pins Derrick Jannetty, but he would also get the victory over Martin Casaus too, and that would be big for him as well.
And David the Destroyer taking his eye off the ball right here, arguing with the ref, obviously frustrated. He thought that was a 3 count. Jannetty ducks under, pushes David the Destroyer into Jayson Bravo, and sends it back. What a forearm by Martin Casaus. Up on the shoulders, this could be it. Derrick Jannetty drops in with the driver. That could be it. That will be it. 1, 2. Oh, did you see Jayson Bravo? He didn't even try to get in.
You know what? I would give Jayson Bravo some credit. He slid into the ring about halfway and then decided it was not worth his time. And I think that's smart thinking for the #1 contenders. We see your winners right there, and Derrick Jannetty and Martin Casaus. And Jayson Bravo looks like he's gonna get on the mic here.
Jayson Bravo's got something to say.
Because after it's all said and done, Derrick, after I beat you in this ring again, you will see a brand new UCW-Zero champion. And finally, all of you will show me the respect that I deserve. You will finally learn to clap your hands together and cheer. Bravo!
Well, I mean, Jeff, it doesn't matter what happens next week or in 2 weeks' time. Tonight, your victors are Martin Casaus and Derrick Jannetty.
Yeah, but Jayson Bravo making the declaration here. He is the #1 contender, and he will face Derrick Jannetty for the UCW-Zero Heavyweight Championship. But in the meantime, Derrick Jannetty and Martin Casaus celebrating with one of our fans. That's Moose Schenker in the center of the ring with the champion and Martin Casaus.
Well, for all of us here at UCW-Zero, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you at the same time in the same place.